Yeah.
We have been joined by a talented actress. This one you're really going to love because I'm actually very, very excited. She has starred in movies like The Wedding Party 2, Herbert Macaulay.
Herbert Macaulay Affair.
Yeah, Herbert Macaulay
Big
Affair.
movie, that one.
She's been in MTV Sugar series. Am I talking too much? Let me tell you already. Tonia Chukwurah is here for a fun conversation. You are welcome.
Thank you.
What can I say about the way you walked in? So stately.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But, you know, it's one thing to be an actor, but then it's another thing to go into some big movies like that. I'm a big fan of the Herbert Macaulay Affair, and that's like, it's a movie that goes back in time.
Yes, historical piece.
A historical piece.
About Herbert Macaulay.
You need to tell us a little bit about how that went.
It was produced by Imo Umuren, directed by Imo Umuren, about Herbert Macaulay, his life, his experiences, and his women.
Okay.
So I played the character of Sarah. That was the woman he spends the rest of his life with after his first main wife died.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Then. So you were the one, huh?
Yes, I was.
You were the one that... Okay, you know, so there are very few movies that are as big as that.
Yeah.
But then you've also done a lot of other pieces. MTV Sugar.
MTV Sugar was what I
That
was
was the
talking about.
first one.
Yeah. So I was going to compare that, which was one of your first outings when it
Yeah.
comes to being on the big screen, to works like the Herbert Macaulay project, Affair, I keep calling it project, and how far you've come in your own way of putting it to us. What's the challenge that you've gone through all these few years?
Challenges.
Yes, I like to hear about the challenges because it's not always all rosy.
No, it's not. When I started out, I had to go for auditions. Like, I had to go for auditions. I had to go for castings. I had to hear people tell me no. Not because you're not good enough or whatever, you know, but just no. I had to train myself, you know, because there are so many actors, especially in Lagos, so you have to stand out somehow. And it was a long process, but, you know, I'm here.
All right.
Yeah.
I appreciate that process, you know, and the casting thing can be very hard.
It can't, you know, sometimes you have to wake up like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., just to be at the location for an audition that might start by 11, 12.
So how do you stand out from such a process? I mean, I have seen, I've never really put in for a movie role before, but I have been in places where auditions go on, and it's daunting when you step in and there's 400 other people and you're like, how am I so sure? How do I even have a chance in whatever to get this role? What makes you stand out? How do you manage?
Well, every actor is unique in his or her own way. You have to find out that thing you and hold on to it.
What is it for you? Aha! Practical.
Well,
From that smile.
I was going to talk about it much later.
Really?
Yes, I was.
okay. Because I've been studying a lot, especially this is the craft that I'm holding on to for the rest of my life. So I put a lot of time into it. So I've been studying a lot. And I've been learning how to become, because when you're playing a character, you become that person. So when you're that person, then you have to have access to every emotion that person is supposed to have. So over time, it has become easy for me. My recent piece, Crossline, which won an award, won a competition, 1 million naira. That's a recent one, but when I sat back and I watched it, I was like, wow, you have grown. So assessing emotions has become easy for me.
Is
so
that called method acting? Is that what it's called? I don't know.
To an extent, because we can't do method acting in Nigeria because it takes time, it takes money, it takes a lot.
What does it take exactly? How does it take time and money?
Okay, for example, you're going to play a character that is sick, that has HIV or something. Have you seen someone who you have to probably be on a diet for like a long time to lose that weight and actually look that sick. You know, so which director is going to wait for you for like 6 months when they want to shoot their movie like in 2 weeks time?
And it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure on actors. And then, of course, there is that issue of feeling like there's a lot of competition out there. There are those with the bone straight, those that have done they've done their skin, they've done waist, you know, and you know you're just you, and you
Yes.
still want to be in the same.
You can't be too sure. You
market.
haven't asked her whether what she's done yet.
Oh, wow.
You don't know.
Listen, the sky is wide enough for everybody. I don't let myself get pressured by anything because my purpose is different from every other person's purpose.
All right. Some
So-
motivational speaking in your future.
Yeah,
there.
hashtag that.
Let's
Put it
go.
on Twitter. Frame it. Put it up on a wall.
Oh, goodness me.
Yeah.
But you know, there is that also that issue of the stigma of being in the industry. Parents, family, they come at you and say, "Are you sure?"
Nowadays, no.
No.
They don't come at you.
No,
But they
nowadays.
did back
They
in
did. No, you what? You what? You have to go to school. No, go to school. I'm not doing that. You have to go to school.
What did you study in school?
Biochemistry.
Biochemistry. Not bad.
Wow.
Spent 4 years, graduated with good
And now
results.
it's gone.
I don't even know where my certificate is, sorry.
I like that. I like that.
Well, very interesting that people from the science background
Yes.
mostly can actually just break out into anything else. I mean, here Tonya is, and she's into acting, and she's fantastic at it, by the way. I think you are fantastic at it.
Thank you.
I also want to know what it is you have for the future, what you're looking forward to doing when it comes to the, Nollywood.
Nollywood.
Maybe even Hollywood, I don't know.
Thank you.
I know, right?
Thank
you.
So aside acting, I write too. So I've been writing a lot of pieces, and I'm venturing into producing. I've produced like 2 short films.
Okay.
Yes, because that's my thing. Because when I'm on set, I'm like, you know, we can make it better. I always have this picture. So maybe God is calling me to be a director. I don't know yet.
Right.
But you know, I can do everything,
I like that.
anything.
I like
Yeah.
that.
So I have some projects coming up that I'm working on that I can talk about now.
No problem.
no, I
It's just,
Yeah,
don't,
so-
don't let us know. We'll wait and find out when it's
Soon.
really all done. How good is your memory, by the way?
Think of all the scripts she has to write.
Well,
Yes, words, no scripts. Yes,
how about
fine,
colors? Are you good with colors?
but yes, but numbers, dates, people's birthdays, no.
Well, you're in the right place because we have a game coming up and you're going to be part of that game. So we are going to be letting you in on exactly what it is right after this break. So why don't you just stick around if you're out there, because we have very interesting stuff ahead. And hey, you get to find out in a minute.